Alright, hello everybody and welcome. Welcome everyone to a momentous day. I know you're all excited for today. I am as well. Today is Thursday, October 25th, 2018. We are all excited. We're all pumped. Why are we excited? Well, we're excited because Halloween is right around the corner. Because everything is full in autumn and fall mode. Because, fuck all that shit. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out tonight, of course. That's why we're all excited. It has nothing to do with anything else. Everyone's excited. Everyone is in full hype mode, which we all knew we would be. Within a few hours' time here, we'll be playing the game. We'll be having fun. And, we'll see how it goes. What I mean by that is... Right now, there seems to be an incredible amount of hype in the gaming media. They were all allowed to release their pre-release reviews this morning. And the gaming media is basically saying it's the best game ever. Pretty much there's a consensus. Everyone's saying the best video game ever made. The best graphics, the best gameplay. Although some people just going out completely overboard to the point of becoming grossly offensive and unprofessional. Like EGM had a review that basically says... It's a rootin' and stootin'est game ever, and if you don't play it, you're either in a coma and you ain't a real gamer. It's like, what? So, if you don't want to play a certain game, even if it's hyped and everyone likes it, it means that you're not a real gamer. Okay, gee, thanks. In 2018, we really need this kind of hyperbole in our gaming media to make us all feel stupid and bring us all down a notch. It's like... Can you imagine if another professional reviewer in anything but video games said something like that? If you don't see this movie, well, you're not a real fan of movies. What? If you don't buy this car, you're not a fan of cars. Okay, asshole. Especially the other thing is, there's a lot of controversy around Red Dead Redemption 2. Number one, it's not even on PC. So if you don't own a gaming console, you can't even play the game. Number two, there's been all this controversy around the, very, very, very kind of mistreatment of the Rockstar employees and all the stuff that we've learned in the past month about this, of how they're basically forced to work, overtime that they don't get paid for, grueling hours, and some people even say it's a culture of basically you are the company. And it's a privilege to work there, and you have to feel special and basically not have any kind of a family life in order to work at Rockstar. So you hear all this stuff, right? And it's like, well, some people, I'm sure, aren't going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, they're not real gamers. Fuck you, I guess. You should be playing the same game as all of us. If you're not part of our cultish mentality of playing Red Dead Redemption 2, you're not a real gamer. No. And I certainly don't believe that. I actually called out that on my Twitter this morning, because that's just gross. That in 2018, gaming journalists are still this unprofessional to be saying shit like that. And I'm someone who's been around the block and has made mistakes in the past saying stupid shit too. But at this point, I've grown up enough to realize you can't say dumb shit like that. And when you work for a mainstream gaming media, and you have a responsibility, because your review will end up at a place like Metacritic or something, you need to make sure that you are being responsible, and that is the most irresponsible quote I've ever heard out of mainstream gaming media. So, anyway, in general, everyone's saying the game's great, which is good. Of course, the console wars continue, where people are arguing that on Xbox One X, the game runs at a steady 30 frames. While on PlayStation 4 Pro, it runs at like 28 frames in certain places. Dun, dun. Oh, wait a minute. 28 frames! The biggest horror of this month is not that Halloween horror movies or the new Halloween, movie reboot. It's 28 frames inside of a city! Okay. Anyway. This is what people are talking about this morning. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yes, tonight I will be playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, but before that, we've got a whole day, right? So, what will I be doing? I will be doing 4 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey right here live on the stream. Okay? And we'll see how it goes. I'm looking for major story advancement. By the way, guys, it's pretty much official. This is the last major stream of Assassin's Creed Odyssey I'm going to get to do. You know, I'm going to be focusing on Red Dead Redemption 2 as the primary focus of my main gameplay streams for the next few weeks until I beat it. Now, all reports are that Red Dead Redemption 2 is 60 hours long. My main gameplay streams are 4 hours. So, do the math, right? 10, you know, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many streams is this going to be? I guess it all depends. 60 hours, I'm assuming, also includes the fact that if you're doing side content and the like, I can't imagine the story of a game being 60 hours long. That would be insane. I don't think there's been a single game ever that I've played where just the story was 60 hours long. Then again, maybe Persona 5, but I did do a lot of the side content in that game too. So, I don't know. But what I'm assuming here, all right, is that it's probably going to take me about 2 weeks to beat Red Dead Redemption 2 once I start playing it as my main gameplay stream tomorrow. And if that is the case, that's actually good. And the reason is that that's good is I may wrap it up right before the new releases begin in November, mid-November. The new releases in November, so you guys know, are the Spyro Collection, Hitman 2, Fallout 76, Battlefield 5, and then at the end of the month we got Darksiders 3. So, by the way, there's a garbage truck outside you're about to hear, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, so that's good. I may have just enough time to play through Red Dead Redemption 2 and finish it up right before all the new releases come out in mid-November. Okay? So I guess we'll see how it goes. But anyway, if this is the case, then that means that all other current playthroughs that I'm doing are going to become the secondary nighttime streams that I will balance along with Red Dead Redemption 2. So, for example, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Dragon Quest XI, if I choose to do any more Soul Calibur 6, more Black Ops 4 Blackout gameplay, and if I ever get to go back to finish up Fist of the North Star when the copyright disputes are resolved, which they're not right now, you know, amongst any other things that I decide to do, it's all going to be nighttime content. There will be a couple exceptions. The first exception is going to be on Halloween. I'm doing my Halloween Horror Marathon, so that day I'll be doing all horror-themed games. And at some point in November, I haven't set a date yet, I am going to be doing an indie-style event. And the games are already selected for that event. Like, it's ready to go. It's just that right now I'm so busy with new releases that it doesn't make sense to do it. So I will be doing an indies event to break stuff up. Maybe it'll be around the end of Red Dead Redemption 2. We'll see. Or maybe it'll be later on in the month. I'm not sure yet, okay? That squeaking noise is the truck outside, guys. That is the garbage truck outside making lots of noise you're hearing right now. So, yeah, that's the deal. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the main featured stream moving forward, with everything else as a nighttime stream. That being said, today is my last chance and last hurrah to get in 4+ hours of gameplay in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and my goal today is, as it's always been when I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, to try to get as far in the game as I can, maybe gain like 4 or 5 levels, maybe, you know, complete a ton of story missions. I do know, and I am aware, that there is going to be grinding required in the game very shortly, okay? Very shortly here, I'm going to hit a wall where I need to do other style, like not just story-based missions, but side missions in order to level up enough to continue on with the story. Kat actually told me about it. She says basically it's when you're around level 30 that the next story mission says it's level 30, but when you get there, everything's level 35. So you basically need to grind for 5 levels. And that just suck. But it is what it is, I guess. We'll see. Today we'll see firsthand with 4 more hours of Assassin's Creed, you know, how far I can get, alright? So, that'll be fun. By the way, the stream should be a much more chill stream. I hope you guys will relax and kill some time with me here until Red Dead comes out. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys will just hang out with me during the stream. Even if you don't like the game, just chill out with me here, you know? Let's talk a little bit. Let's have a fun, chill afternoon. Playing through a fun, relaxing game. to get ready for Red Dead tonight, okay? Now, I'm not doing a typical second stream tonight. Normally, I would do a second stream around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not. I'm taking this opportunity to spend some time with Kat since I'm not going to get to see her tonight since I'll be playing Red Dead. So, no second stream tonight, but third stream time, which is 9 p.m. Pacific time, will be the premiere of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll be playing it for roughly 2 hours tonight. 2 hours, a good tasting of Red Dead tonight, okay? Then, tomorrow, Red Dead will be my featured stream, my early stream, and tomorrow night I'll be doing a chill Forza Horizon 4 stream, okay? So that's cool for variety's sake, something completely different. Then on Saturday, it will be more Red Dead on my main stream, and it will be Dragon Quest 11 on my nighttime stream, okay? There you go. Very nice. Another chill stream. Then on Sunday, it will only be Red Dead. I'm not doing a second stream on Sunday because it's the end of the month. It's the time when I need to sit down and do many personal things. I got a giant stack of bills to pay and all this stuff, so no second stream on Sunday. And then Monday's my day off, okay? So here's what I'm thinking, all right? This is just me thinking based on how I've seen things go this year. Last night, I did a poll on Twitter, and this poll asked, how are you going to follow along my Red Dead playthrough, okay? Are you going to be watching it live all the time as I play the game? Are you going to be watching it after a few days, after you've played it maybe a few days, and then you'll jump on the streams? Or are you just going to watch it on demand on YouTube? Okay, I was very curious to see what people would say. And the results of the poll are quite interesting. All right, listen to this. So, 27% of the 500 people who voted said they're going to watch live right away. They don't care about the fact of spoilers or whatever. You know, quarter of my viewing audience want to come by and watch live. Okay? Then about 15% said, we're going to watch after a few days. We're going to, you know, play for ourselves for a couple of days at launch, and then after a few days, we'll jump on your streams, okay? Now, here's what I was thinking, is that makes perfect sense, because some people, as you know, just don't care about spoilers or whatever. They're going to want to join me for the entire experience. They're going to want to be here every day if they can. Some people are going to want to play this game themselves, so they're going to want to play it for a few days, get a big chunk into the game, and then swing by my streams to get caught up on where I am. Now, here's the thing. I am not just playing Red Dead. A lot of people will only be playing Red Dead 2. I'm not going to be doing that. As you just said, I'm going to be balancing Red Dead with other stuff, and I'm taking Monday off, okay? So chances are, this first weekend, maybe a lot of people will not be tuning into the streams because they don't want to be spoiled. But by the time I come back from my time off on Tuesday, a lot of people will be far ahead of me in the game. So what I'm thinking is, you know, basically, by Tuesday, half the people who watch the playthrough will be watching it live on stream with me, okay? So I'm actually expecting a boost of viewership around Tuesday after I take the time off, okay? Now, about 55% of people said they're going to be watching on demand on YouTube on DSPGaming at their leisure. And that's cool, because what that means is, you know, I'm probably going to get some pretty damn good views on the playthrough on YouTube, simply because a lot of people will be playing this game on their own, and they don't want spoilers, and they won't be able to tune into the live streams. So they're going to come by when they're available, when they're able to, right? And, you know, if they can't because they're afraid of spoilers or whatever, instead they'll just watch on demand on YouTube. Now, this happened both with my Spider-Man playthrough and with my God of War playthrough, okay? So I'm very, very curious to see how things go. Will people actually come by the streams? Will people actually watch on YouTube? Will this poll be representative of the truth of what happens? I don't know. But at least there was a lot, you know, what I saw was there's a lot of hype and interest around this game. So hopefully it will translate into people, you know, hanging out, coming by, checking out the streams and all that, okay? It should be pretty sweet. Okay. So, that's the deal, guys. Hope you're excited for tonight and for the, you know, moving forward, like I said, the next couple of weeks. The main focus around here during the daytime streams will be Red Dead 2. You know, in an honest effort to try to play the game and wrap it up before mid-November when all other new releases come out. The last thing I want is Red Dead 2 being lingering and not ending now because all the other game releases come out, okay? So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right. So, thank you guys very much. Hope you guys have enjoyed all of this hardcore gaming season so far this year. It's been quite the ride. I'm, definitely enjoying it. I hope you guys have been enjoying it too. I want to say thanks to everyone who's been coming out to my streams and been supportive and everything. Really awesome of you. Really briefly here, what I would like to do, guys, is cover some plugs. Basically, let you guys know the ways that you can support my efforts, especially if you love my daily live streams and you love the on-demand videos on YouTube and all the changes I made this year, turning the streams into less toxic, more positive, drama-free, turning the YouTube channel DSPGaming into a long-form videos of 45 minutes to an hour each, rather than the old 10-minute videos that used to be over there. I've done a lot of changes this year based directly on your feedback, and if you want to see all this continue to be successful and continue, there are ways that you can go above and beyond just watching the streams or videos and helping support this content. All right, what is it? Let's talk. Number one, Patreon. At patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Your monthly pledges to my Patreon campaign earn you personal perks, such as getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos and streams, getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which will take place next month on Thanksgiving. So if you pledge this month for that, you'll get your question answered on the next episode. You get a private Q&A video made for around 20 or 30 minutes. I answer your personal questions. Or, the best perk, in my opinion, is the $5 perk. You pledge $5 or more, you get to nominate and vote on things for events. For example, right now, the patrons are voting for Halloween-themed games for the Halloween Horror Marathon next week. So, please give it a look. And by the way, I do want to say special shout-out to Mateo, who actually is my new patron. Actually pledged this morning. Thank you very much, Mateo, for the pledge. I appreciate that. And thanks to everyone who is an ongoing pledge and anyone who gives it a look and considers pledging. You have 6 days left to pledge for this month, okay? If you want to get in on all the perks for this month, you have to pledge in the next 6 days. So patreon.com/DarkSidePhil. Give it a look. All right? Now, in addition to that, there is a Teespring store that I have where I sell merchandise. T-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. Great quality stuff. All right, I can attest to that because I own a bunch of it. And anything you buy obviously helps me out, but you get a really high-quality collectible. The holidays are right around the corner, everybody. Christmas will be here before you know it. In fact, it's 2 months until Christmas. Can you believe it? Only 2 months until Christmas, everybody. So, that being said, you might want to start thinking about Christmas gifts. And FYI, if you're thinking about getting something from Teespring, usually it takes around 2 to 3 weeks to get something you order from Teespring, because they do have to produce it and everything. So, FYI, you might want to order ahead of time. Give it a look. Teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And thanks to anyone who buys anything from the store. Okay? All right. If you guys are here live on the stream and you want to get some fun interaction with me during today's stream, you can do so by either cheering with bits, subscribing to the channel, or tipping me. If you do any of those things, I will give you a verbal shout out during today's stream. I do ask that you follow a few criteria because this is my place of business, or my place of work, I guess I should say. And I do need to follow all of Twitch's terms of service, as well as keep a certain vibe around here. So please, if you're looking for a shout out, please be positive. Please do not include insults against myself or others, including other content creators. Do not bring in negative memes. Do not bring in insults. Do not bring in information about people who are doing nasty stuff to me. I don't care about any of that crap. This is a drama-free zone, okay, everybody? Also, please do not bring in divisive topics like politics or religion. This is supposed to be a place where we can all escape from the drama and that crap that we're inundated with all day. It's supposed to be a place where it's just a chill vibe. You guys watch me play games. You watch my honest reactions. We talk back and forth and interact during the streams. That's the point of the stream. All right? If we become inundated with all the stuff that we're bombarded with all day long outside of the stream, then what's the point of the stream? Right? So, please, just keep it positive. And also, please, no ginormously long messages. People who post up paragraphs trying to get a shout out, I'm probably not going to derail the stream for that kind of stuff, okay? Now, if you would like to go a step further, all right? If you'd like to go a step further and you'd like to see a fun Halloween-themed animation play on today's stream as recognition for your contributions, you could do that if you either cheer 50 more or more bits in a single cheer, if you tip me $5 or more in a single tip, or if you click on the share button, that will appear after subscribing to the channel. You do any of those 3 things, a fun Halloween spooky animation will play, and also give you, recognition, visually for what you've done, and then I will give you a verbal shout out as well, okay? Now, as you guys can see at the top of the screen, we got the stream stats leaderboard. For the top cheerer and the top tipper today, you guys will also get recognition ongoing during the stream. I will put you up there, so you will have your name during the course of the stream and the playthrough. If you subscribe to the channel, there are many benefits, including all of the new emotes, including the new revolver emote that was added just for Red Dead Redemption. Okay? We've also got other fun emotes like the Take a Sip emote, the Death Face emote, the Hawk Confusion emote, the Anger Face emote. There's many different new emotes that have been added recently. Okay? And you also don't have to watch advertisements when I run them. I do typically run ad breaks once or twice a stream. And you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter. All right? And last but not least, guys, if you're interested in tipping me, the way to tip me is completely separate from the method that you use to either cheer or sub, which are integrated into Twitch. What you need to do is look for the button below my stream that says tip jar. If you click on that, it'll take you to the tips page, where you can either be anonymous or leave a name and a message if you want a shout out. If you don't see that button, it's cool. Just type !tip into the stream chat, and a link will pop up that will take you to the PayPal tips page as well. Okay? All right. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all of your support. I really do. And I'm very excited. Today's a great day. A chill Assassin's Creed stream to start, and then later on, the premiere of Red Dead 2. It's going to be a really great day. I hope you guys are pumped, okay? Okay. So, let's do some shout-outs for those who contributed overnight. We start off with Genetic Gamer, who did a couple cheers. He says, no, first of all, he says, I wonder when you get off the internet, will people still make YouTube videos? Do you think your videos will stay on the internet or be lost in time in the future? When I'm done making new content, I don't think anyone's going to care. Like, right now, the reason why a lot of these people who make videos about me in a negative fashion constantly, the reason they do it is because I'm still here. They can't get over the fact that after 10 years and all the fucking abuse they've thrown against me for the past 5 to 6 years, that I'm still here. All right? They're like, my God, we've done all these nasty things to Phil, and he's still here, and he's still persevering, and he's still doing what he loves for a living. Yup. Despite all the crap they've done. And that kind of irks them to the point where they always have to find something new and negative to say about me, a new way to twist something negatively, They have to. And once I'm gone, if and when that ever happens, they're going to have nothing else to do. Those communities that have based themselves solely on toxicity around me, where are they going to go? I guess maybe they'll have to go and try to latch on to somebody else. Because a lot of people have actually recently been saying there are actually far worse people than Phil out there. But it's weird that Phil has this group of people who've just latched onto him and won't let go. And that's kind of true. I think it's because I've been around for so long that you've got these lingering people. And the fact that I'm still here after all the shit they've tried to do to me, and effectively have done to me, is something that keeps them going. You know what I mean? Some people are like, why the fuck are these people still harping on Phil? He's not nowhere near as big as he used to be anymore. He's a much more relaxed guy. He really doesn't do a lot of the stuff that people hated him for back in the day anymore. So why in the holy hell are people so angry at Phil? And the answer is just because they always have been. It's really just, it becomes arbitrary. Oh, Phil's the guy you hate on, right? But what I would think is these people who value themselves only based on the toxic stuff that they've done on the internet are going to have to try to find another way to validate themselves. Whether it means that they just quit what they're doing and move on and get a real life, or if they take their toxic community and they move it to another person. The bottom line is I don't know what'll happen, and honestly, I don't care. I really don't. Let them do whatever the hell they want. I don't care about them now, and I won't care about them then either. I'll, at some point in my life, if I'm able to move on from this and do something else or, whatever, I guess we'll see. But, hey, man, I love what I do. Genetic Gamer cheered again. He says, I tweaked my back while working out yesterday, and now I cannot get off my bed. I know how you feel about your back, and it's a shame a lot of people don't take your back injury seriously. Yeah, back injuries are the worst. Because your back is really the focal point of your body. If your back's fucked up, your other body parts can't function properly. It's the nerve center. It's where all the commands come from your brain. So depending on what part of your back you mess up, you could severely hinder other parts of the body. You can't move your legs, right? You can't move your arms. You can't move your neck. Your organs don't function properly. You lose control of certain bodily functions and organs. Like, it really is messed up how bad it can get with a back injury. And I know firsthand, my back injury was severe about a decade ago when I was first diagnosed with it. And it was so severe to the point where I couldn't even physically move around the way that I was used to and I liked to anymore. And I had to give up things. I had to give up driving to go to Street Fighter tournaments because I couldn't do it anymore. I had to give up physical activity like playing football and stuff with my friends. I had to give all that up and change my lifestyle to cater more to just being someone who couldn't move around that much because my back was so messed up. It sucked, you know, and that's really one of the major reasons why I started filming videos and putting them on YouTube, you know. Kind of weird when you really think that a 10-year legacy, right? How many hours of content created, how many thousands upon thousands of videos and everything really just started as a fluke because I hurt my back. If I had never hurt my back, I'll be honest with you guys, I probably wouldn't have made videos and I would have just kept playing Street Fighter and I would have kept looking for office jobs and the like, you know. I never would have done any of this. So it's kind of funny how stuff works out. But yeah, back injuries are super duper risky and serious. And I'm lucky enough to say that, you know, after 10 years, after adjusting my lifestyle and moving to a better climate and moving to a place where everything's close by and a better situation, having a garage and everything, not having to carry stuff long distances, that my back has, for the most part, healed. A lot of people aren't that lucky. A lot of people, their bodies don't heal. You know what I mean? Especially the older you get, which is why now I have to be super duper careful I don't hurt my back again. Because if I do, chances are my body ain't going to heal itself again. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, back injuries are serious business. Okay, now moving on to people who have cheered, subbed, or tipped during today's stream. We start off with T-Dubs, who says, this is not a spoiler, just a friendly tip. In Red Dead Redemption 2, the weather that you experience is dependent on how bad you have been in the game. The more bad things you do, the more likely you will encounter storms. Alright, well, there you go. I guess there'll be, you know, for those who are vicious outlaws, you'll see Texas tornadoes and all kinds of shit going on. And for those who are little, you know, Boy Scouts, I guess it's going to be all clear skies and beautiful weather and gorgeous views. Gorgeous views. I play video games for the gorgeous views. Okay. DJ Runo cheer. He says, a new movie concept for Halloween. A gamer with a monster PC plays every game with a steady 60 frames per second, but then one day, it drops to 59 frames. I can't even continue to explain it. It's too scary. Well, there you go. The true horror begins, ladies and gentlemen. Or, how about this? This is an even better horror story. One of the best games of the modern gaming era releases, and it's console only. Now, that actually happened with both God of War and with Red Dead, right? I don't know if Spider-Man's on PC, but this year, PC-exclusive gamers really got the shaft. Which is why I keep saying, if you really want to play all the best games, you've got to have everything. You know what I mean? Alright, Amoxer is cheered and says, watching you play Red Dead 2 is like homecoming. I used to watch you play Red Dead 1 after coming home from school, and I can't afford it now, but I can watch you. Wow, yeah, and you know, Red Dead 1 was, what, 9 years ago? It was either 2009 or 2010. I think it was 2010. So 8 years ago? Damn, I mean, that's a long time. And that's a long time to follow someone. That's a long time to watch someone's content. So first of all, thanks for that vote of confidence, that vote of support. Watching me for that long is pretty awesome. So people are saying that the sound effect is played out. Which sound effect? That one right there or this one? Or maybe this one. If you don't notice, the more the people complain, I do it more anyway. Okay. So, Thanos Swag is cheered. He says, do you wonder how We Happy Few performs these days? What game? I don't think anyone gives a fuck. And that's sad because, you know, when I was playing We Happy Few in August, I actually thought the plot was good and the core gameplay mechanics were good. They weren't amazingly great, like, oh my god, a must play, but it wasn't a bad game. But let's face it, the game ran so poorly that people actually watching my stream were complaining and saying, stop playing the game, we can't watch this anymore, it looks too shitty. I was toughing through it myself for the sake of playing the game and completing it, and people were like, no, fuck it, drop this game. So I did. And eventually then, when I guess the game did get patched to be improved, it was too late. There were already other new games out. I was in the midst of new playthroughs. I just didn't give a shit. And sadly, that's what happens. I think We Happy Few will end up being one of those games that had massive potential, but ends up being a fart in the wind. A completely forgotten, disappointing game that, you know, had potential, but because the game devs got it wrong at launch and did not do their due diligence to make sure the game performed properly when it came out, no one's ever going to play it again. The game's a you know, forgotten piece of crap. That's sad, man. That really is sad. Okay. Thanos Swag is cheered again. He says, I get where you're coming from when you say that it isn't right to say you aren't a true gamer if you don't play Red Dead, but the impact it will have on the gaming community is huge. This is definitely a system seller. Yeah, and that's fine. You could say the impact this game will have on the gaming community is huge. This is a system seller. There you go. Those are statements you could put in a review. Now, you're not a real gamer if you don't play this game. I mean, that's fucking stupid. It's ignorant. It's dangerous. It's unprofessional. And it doesn't belong in a review that someone's getting paid for. So, like I said, sadly, that person who wrote that should be fired. That is the most unprofessional. And the editor who allowed that to be published should be fired. Like, there's a whole group of people who put out a professional level review and were paid and basically turned it into a fucking marketing ploy rather than a real review, and they should all be punished for it. Because we're supposed to be relying on gaming media to be honest and not fucking promoting shit, which is exactly what that review did. That it's disgusting in my opinion. Like, I'm actually disgusted to know that a mainstream gaming outlet put that shit out there like that. I am. Anyway. DJ Runo cheered. Says, "Who was actually happy playing We Happy Few?" Like I said, I wasn't disappointed by the game. I thought the gameplay mechanics were good. The problem was the game ran like shit, and it also took forever to load. If you guys remember, because there were parts where I would die, I would save, I would go in to try something, I would die. I was like, okay, let me just reload, and it would take like 5 minutes to fucking reload. Like, now wait a minute, what's the point of saving on the fly if, you know, you want to do trial and error to try to figure something out in the game, but then it takes this long to load? It's like you're punished dramatically for not succeeding on the first try. And it basically made it so that you didn't want to even try anymore, you know? So, yeah, I would say, sadly, We Happy Few, again, just a very disappointing game. The Honest Troll cheered. He says, I agree with Swag's late cheer. Plus, I don't think IGN was being serious with that comment. Was it IGN? It was EGM. Not IGN. It was EGM. According to what I saw on Twitter, it was EGM who said that. So, unless Metacritic quoted it wrong, because it was actually a quote by Metacritic quoting EGM, it was not IGN at all. I don't know why people are saying it's IGN. Unless IGN said something dumb, too. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Tino Swag cheered again. He says, I think it's just an exaggeration to say that you should definitely play the game or at least give it a chance. People are so quick to say something isn't good without actually giving it a fair shake. See, here's where the real outrage should come. When you have a professional culture, all right, my job, I'm a professional. I'm being paid to put out a review. You have a professional responsibility to put out a review that is not only accurate, but also is not hype. And that's tough, especially when you're playing something or watching something or reviewing something that you really, really like. I understand that it's very hard to not fanboy out, okay? I get that. But you cannot, at a professional level, use monstrous hyperbole in a review. You just cannot, okay? It's unprofessional, and it's dangerous. It's not only irresponsible, it's dangerous. Because when people say, oh, wow, this mainstream game review outlet said this is the best game ever made, I have to go play it, right? That's dangerous. Because then there will be people who will believe that and go out of their way. Well, I was going to play this other game, but you know what? Because EGM says I'm not a real gamer if I don't play Red Dead Redemption 2. I now have to go out and play this game no matter what, right? That's a dangerous mindset, you know? You can't be doing these things and saying things like that because people will believe you. And that gets on Metacritic, and people read that on Metacritic. And now, not to say that the game doesn't deserve it, will the game now get thousands and thousands more sales because this guy kissed its ass so hard, you know? That's not your job. When you're a professional reviewer, that's not your job. Your job is to put out accuracy and information based on what you experienced in the game, and not to give a very, 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 very subjective, hyperbolic statement like that. And that's where I have issue with it, okay? A Good RPG says, do you feel that they said that because they were paid off? I don't know. I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Even if they weren't paid off, we all know how the game review system works. If you have a media outlet that receives pre-release copies of games early, and you get to play them weeks early so you can put out your pre-release review and get clicks on your site or views on your videos or whatever the hell it may be, right? That's big business. And that's a sad, because we don't need that anymore. As I've said many times before, and I'll say it one more time today, we don't need pre-release early copies ever again. They should not exist. The reason they existed was because people needed to get print reviews out in time for the release of the game. So yes, you needed to have a copy of the game early to play through it, review it, write your review, publish your review, get it on a paper magazine, and ship it to a fucking newsstand so someone could go buy the magazine and read the review before they bought the game. Today we have the internet. It's the modern era. It's instant. We don't need that ever again. We don't need it. It's a forgotten, bygone, it's an archaic thing. It does not need to exist in 2018. And what it does, it creates an elitist group of people who now feel that they're like the chosen few because they get to play these games fucking early. It becomes incredible amount of business cheating when people get to play these games early on Twitch and play the games early on fucking YouTube, and they make tons of money, extra money, thousands and thousands of dollars, and build up just irrational hype around the games. You know, one of the things I was very critical of earlier this year, and I personally, I misspoke when I was talking about it on Twitter, but then I later elaborated on my comments, was when State of Decay 2 was going to be released, there were people who were playing it a week early on Twitch. They were gifted copies of this game a week early on Twitch. And they were told, when you're playing this game, you cannot say negative things about the game. That if you're going to play this early on Twitch, you need to basically just play it and either say positive things or say nothing at all, because there's a review embargo, so you're not able to give your actual opinion on what you're experiencing in the game as you play it. But these people made insane amounts of money streaming this game on Twitch. There were thousands upon thousands of people watching just because it was early. Not because it was good, because as we know, those who played State of Decay 2 when it actually released, it actually wasn't that good at all. It was actually much worse than the first game. But people were incredibly overhyped for the game because people were playing it early, and they bought into this early bullshit hype. And so this is why it's dangerous. You got people making money hand over fist, getting paid to play these games, and or making extra ad revenue, making sub and tip and cheer revenue for playing games early. Why? Why does this exist? Why don't we all just go get the fucking game on release day, play it for ourselves, and judge if it's good? And if you can't get it, if maybe, okay, I want to wait for a few reviews to come out before I fucking buy the game because I don't have a lot of money, great. Wait a few days. Use self-control. Don't run out and buy a game before you know if it's good. And within a few days, you'll have people talking about the game and reviewing it honestly. We don't need this pre-release culture of insane hype. I played the game early. It's the best game ever fucking made. 10 out of 10. You're not a gamer if you don't play it. What the fuck? See? Like, what the fuck? I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate that what gaming has become, this gaming culture of overhype, over-marketing, buying into shit, buying stuff based on hype. It's garbage. It's terrible. It doesn't need to exist. It's an elitist, disgusting fucking atmosphere that we need to break out of and stop being sheep led by the balls towards things that are terrible. Games like Destiny. What the fuck? Oh, Destiny's an amazing bestseller. The game sucks ass. And always did. It really frustrates me for 10 years doing this and seeing how gaming has been led astray. It used to be the Halo franchise that did this. You know. But anyway, I obviously massively digress here. Okay. It just frustrates me. Okay. Thanos Ragans cheered again. He says, I guess he was correcting himself. Freddie Ballsy did a 55-bit cheer. He says, love you, Phil. Thank you, Freddie. Thanos Ragans cheered again. He says, you can't spell dignified without IGN. Okay. Then Honest Troll cheered and said, if you voluntarily miss out on it, you're either not a gamer or in a coma. To me, ain't that bad or disgusting. It's not that serious. They should be fired. Why? Why? That's an insult. If you voluntarily miss out on Red Dead Redemption 2, you're either not a gamer or you're in a coma. That's a fucking insult. There are some people who can't play it. There are some people who don't have a console. They only have PC. There are some people who can't afford it. There are some people who just aren't interested in Western games. There are some people who are going to play it later when it's cheaper. There are some people, there's a million cases here of why someone could still be a gamer and not in a fucking coma and not play the game at launch. But this dickhead had to fucking say this. And it really is messed up. It's insulting to everyone to say that. It is. It's incredibly insulting and irresponsible for this guy to say that. I mean, who the hell are you to be that judgmental to every gamer on the fucking planet? And again, by the way, this is coming from someone who used to say stupid shit like that, but I learned my lesson and I changed my ways. Okay? What he should have said was, okay, if you at all have the ability to play this game, do, because you are doing a disservice to yourself if you don't play it. Right? That's completely different. Then you're not a real gamer. Get the hell out of here, man. Okay. Hitachi Sensei did 100-bit cheers. Says you can't spell ignorant without IGN. Everyone really hates IGN, even though it wasn't IGN who said this. I don't know how IGN is coming up in this discussion. It wasn't IGN. I'm telling you guys, it wasn't IGN. People really hate IGN. Holy shit. Okay, then. All right, everybody. All right, so thank you guys very much. We're gonna end the pre-stream in just a moment. Thanks for your support, for all the cheers. Keep in mind, guys, if you tip, you'll get up on the leaderboard there. No one has tipped yet. Also, let's see here. No subs either. So if we do get new subs, I'll check on the sub goal. But all right. I think it is time to begin with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. 4 hours, my friends. 4 hours. Sound good? All right, everybody. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's jump into... Oh, just as I was saying that, Cliffy Bureau subscribed to the channel. So thank you, Cliffy Bureau, for the subscription. I appreciate that. All right. We're going to jump in. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Let's hope we can progress today. All right, guys? All right. Chewbacca Cheers asks, am I going to play My Heroes 1 Justice? I doubt it. Doesn't it come out, like, right now? I think My Heroes 1 Justice is coming out, like, the same time here as Red Dead. The answer is no. Red Dead is my focus. Red Dead will be my focus, as I've said, for the next several weeks until the other major releases come out in November. If it is coming out now, that's some of the worst timing in history. So, no. Okay. That's it, everybody. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's begin.